Hey guys, it's Brett, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. I'm here with February Scentsy news and the World Tour recap. So I'm just gonna kind of put it all together because a lot of it is a little bit all cohesive together, except for our World Tour. We did talk about some stuff after February, but I'm just gonna put it all together here. So first up, I'm just gonna kind of go over everything on February 1st. So happy February, we're now in February, which I'm happy with because it's closer to spring. We've made it through January. January was a long month, I feel like. Anybody else feel like that? It just seemed like really long. Usually months go really fast lately, but January kind of was a little bit long. But February should be pretty quick because it's a shorter month. So all the closer to spring. And I think it's gonna be like really warm here, like the end of this week. For like at the end of this week and the beginning of next week, it's going to be in the 50s. Happy about that. So February 1st, what do we have today? We have transition month. We didn't know for sure if we were going to have that or not because they hadn't said anything on our workstation about for sure if we were going to have a transition month, which happens each month before the new catalog starts. So in February and then also in August, they have 10% off everything on the website just to kind of clear out that before the new catalog season starts. So they are doing that this month as well before the new catalog starts in March. So almost everything on our website is 10% off. Everything except licensed products, the whiff box, charitable cause warmers, and things like that won't be 10% off, but all the regular items and warmers and other stuff will be 10% off. So just check our website, it'll show if it's 10% off. It'll have a little line across it and it'll have the new price next to it. So it's a good time if you want to stock up on your fall winter fragrances in case they don't come back this fall, even though we don't know for sure what's coming back because the new catalog, I said in my video yesterday, it's not much fall winter in there, and that's going to be an annual year-long catalog now, but we will have that insert coming up in August, but we don't know what's going to be in there yet, so we don't have any idea what's going to be coming. But I mean, kind of like we never knew before what was going to come in the fall winter catalog. So it's going to be the same kind of thing. You had to club the stuff you really like for fall and winter in case it doesn't come back. But now it's not going to be in the catalog, but it's going to be in that insert. So they're calling it a seasonal fragrance insert. So we don't know exactly all the details on that, but it says on the grid that I showed you yesterday, it's coming out in August. And then it'll run through December. So I'm pretty sure that's just going to be like all the fall winter fragrances, but then there is a holiday collection. It didn't say anything about a harvest, but it did say holiday, so I don't think there's going to be any kind of separate harvest. It's all going to be in that insert, which has to be like all the pumpkins, like your pumpkin roll, your cider mill, apples and cinnamon sticks, all that kind of stuff, because none of that is in the catalog, and there is no way that they're not going to bring all that stuff back, because that's some of their biggest sellers. So I'm hoping that in August, which will be a little month earlier because usually those scents aren't available until the fall winter catalog starts in September, it'll be in August now, which I think will be fine because a lot of people like that. Because in August, I think a lot of people are ready for fall winter fragrances. And then we had like the Gordy Goodness collection that came out in August last year, or the year before actually, 2024. And a lot of people like that because they were ready for those fall scents. So now I think it'll be fine for them to release that insert with those fall fragrances in August. And I don't know if they're going to have all the holiday fragrances in there as well. I feel like that's very early to do that, but I mean, they're in the fall winter catalog in September, except for the holiday collection scents that come out later in October. So they might just be putting them all out in August, and then they'll be available. I don't know if all of them, even the harvest ones, will be available to the end of December. We don't know yet, but I'm hoping maybe, I'm thinking they'll put at least like 20 to 30 fragrances in that insert. It's going to be more than like just like a harvest brochure, because the harvest brochure that came out in September, along with the catalog, you would have all the fall and winter fragrances in the catalog, but then you would have a harvest brochure that would have like just your 5 harvest collection bars, and then like usually one bar like Halloween themed or something like that. So like maybe 6 bars in that, and then you'd have your fragrance flowers, your pods, and all that stuff, and different warmers. But now, since they're not going to have any of those fall winter fragrances in the seasonal or the annual catalog, they're going to have to put a whole bunch in that insert. So I'm thinking they'll have at least 20 to 30 fragrances in there. I really don't think they have much more than that, but I'm hoping at least 20 to 30. That would be a good chunk of fall winter fragrances to have in that. So I know a lot of people were upset because of the catalog, and I watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and I in different Facebook groups, and I've been watching and reading the comments, and people have been saying that they're fall winter people, so they're really upset with the catalog because there's no fall winter fragrances in there. But that insert, you got to remember that insert is coming, and I really think there's going to be a lot in that. There has to be. There just has to be. I can't imagine them not having all those fall winter fragrances in there. So I think it'll be okay. You'll just have to wait till that insert comes out. Now you won't be able to get it past December though, like in January and February, like you normally would. It would just be August through December, so it'd be 5 months, which is almost what it was anyway. It was 6 months, September through February, so it'll be August through December. So if you want to like stock up in your fall winter scents in case they don't come back in that transition insert or in that seasonal fragrance insert, you can stock up now while they're 10%. Then also February 1st today, we have the February warmer and scent of the month, which is Veiled Meadow and Pink Peony and Pear. So those are all 10% off in the month of February. All the products with that, you got your bar and your scent circles, pods, all that stuff that comes with that. Ruba spray. I didn't get that warmer kit, and I didn't get the bar either, so I want to get that bar when I place my next order. I'll probably throw that bar in there so I can try it out. Then we have the clearance section was updated today, so there's lots of new bars and items in there. And then they also have a really good deal on the Wicked collection. They have the Wicked warmer in there for $30. That was normally $100. It's $30. That's a steal. So if you were thinking about that warmer, now's the time to get it, because $30 is a great deal for that warmer. And then they have the Wicked 3-bar bundle that was in the green velvet bag that came out last year when the Wicked for Good movie came out. That 3-bar bundle was normally $21. It's on sale for $10.50 for those 3 bars. So that's really good. Then they have the bars, all the Wicked bars were sold separately as well, but they're all sold out out of stock except for the Green Girl Power. Green Girl Power is still available, and that's $3.50. It was normally $7, it's $3.50. But the Pink Girl Perfection, Friends for Good, and Emerald City bars, those are all out of stock already. So, but yeah, really good prices on those Wicked things in the clearance section. So check that out. Then we have some news for consultants. If you're a consultant watching, we have the new season sales kit and business supplies are now available. So in our news station, it says kits available February 1st. The body kit is delayed though. It says, get ready for the coming year with new season sales kits featuring perennial products from our upcoming annual catalog. Kits are available February 1st through 28th or while supplies last. The home kit includes a warmer from each of our new decor lines: Warm, Enliven, Inspire, and Classic. See each of the decor lines brought to life in the new annual catalog. And learn even more in the training section of your workstation. These are limited, each of these kits are limited to 1 each per consultant. And it says the body kit is delayed. Watch the product status list for the latest information. So we have the home kit, which has 4 warmers. You have the, is it Gossamer Haze warmer? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. The Light Weave warmer, the Petal and Vine warmer, and the Sanded Linea warmer. So you get all 4 of those warmers for $255. So it's $255 and you get those 4 warmers. Then we have the body kit, which is the kit that is delayed. But that will include Freshwater Sage Body Wash, Freshwater Sage Hand Cream, and Freshwater Sage Hand Soap. And that is new in that body line, the Freshwater Sage scent. And that's $30 for all 3 of those things, but that is delayed, so you can order it, but I think you can order it. It just won't ship out till it's ready, I believe. And then we have the Clean Kit, which is the Isle of Clover Bathroom Cleaner and the Isle of Clover Counter Clean. And that scent is new in the Clean. That was in the St. Patrick's Day collection last year, Isle of Clover. So they have it in the Clean products this year. So that Bathroom Cleaner and Counter Clean is $20 for those 2 in that Clean Kit. And then we have the Laundry Kit, which is Pearlescent Coast Laundry Liquid and Pearlescent Coast Washer Whips Tub. And that's also new in that laundry products. That was, Pearlescent Coast was in the Destination Summer Collection. No, it was the new in the Spring and Summer catalog, wasn't it? I think it was a Spring and Summer, one of the 10 new Spring and Summer catalog scents, I believe. So it's in laundry this year. So you get those two, the laundry liquid and wash with tubs for $54. And normally we have a bar kit, because usually in spring and summer and fall and winter we have 10 new bars, but they're not doing that because they have the annual catalog this year and they only have 2 new bars in the annual catalog, so they're not offering any kind of bar kit. I thought maybe they would have just the 2 fragrances you could buy now, but they don't. But if you went to World Tour and you paid for the kit, you get 3 warmers and 3 bars, and those 2 new bars are in there, in that kit. So we ordered that kit, so we will be getting those bars. But you can't get that. You can get the stickers though, because you can get catalogs as well. If you're a consultant right now, I think it's, oh gosh, is it? I think they're normally $5 for 20 catalogs, but it's like, I think some percentage off. It's 4 something for the catalog. I think it was $4.70 or something like for 20 catalogs. And then you can get the scented stickers in those 2 new fragrances. I was going to order those last night, but I could not get which is the one? I couldn't get the Seagrass and Sand, that fragrance in the stickers. It wasn't popping up. It came out, I think, the testers, but I couldn't get the stickers to pop up on the workstation. But when I went to the consultant store, it was working. I could find it, but I wanted to order it through my workstation because I had other stuff I wanted to add on there. But that one wasn't popping up. But the other one, what is it? The salt. Oh gosh. Saltwater and saffron, that one was popping up under the scented stickers, but I couldn't get the other one too. Anyway, they're not available to order as a kit with the bars really, but you can get the scented stickers, which I usually like to get the catalogs. Then I did get the kit or the stickers for all 10 new fragrances and put them on a card and send them out with my catalogs. But now there's only 2 new fragrances, so I'll just get the stickers and just put the stickers in the catalog somewhere. So yeah, you can get all that right now. And then also they have consultant store sale for February with up to 60% off on the consultant store for the month of February for business and promotional products. And then we also have the whiff box for February come out today, and they had a little live video last night on Heidi and Orville's Facebook page with their son Owen. They didn't have an end of month live video because they did World Tour yesterday, but they just did a little live video. It was like 20 minutes long, just going over the whiff box because they didn't talk about that in World Tour. They originally, I said something about they were going to post it on there. I thought it was going to be like pictures or something, but they actually did a live video, which I didn't know until after the fact. I watched it later last night. So if you don't want to know what's in the whiff box, skip ahead a little bit here. I'm going to talk about what's in the whiff box. So the February whiff box, I'm going to insert some pictures here. These are just screenshots from the video, so they're not the best pictures in the world, but you'll get an idea. It's a Valentine's themed whiff box, which I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that last month for January because it's already February. By the time you get this, it's going to be almost Valentine's Day, so I'm surprised they didn't do it last month. But it says, surprise someone with their own whiff box. What's inside? So first thing we have, the biggest thing in the whiff box is a mini warmer. We have a mini warmer in the whiff box. It's a Soaring Hearts mini warmer. This is an exclusive mini warmer in the whiff box, so you can only get it in the whiff box. It's not available on the website or anything else. It's only available in the whiff box, and it's real pretty. It's got little hearts on the outside. It looks like little candy hearts, like little red hot hearts or something on the outside of the warmer. And it looks like it has an ombre effect. It looks kind of pinkish at the bottom, then gets kind of white towards the top. So it's really cute, and I love seasonal Valentine's Day warmers, in case you can't tell behind me. Well, I have some Valentine's warmers, but I just put a bunch of pink bulbs, and the other warmers behind me. But I have a lot more warmers upstairs for Valentine's Day. So yeah, that's a really cute mini warmer. And then we have, they said it was the March scent of the month because they always include a bar for the following scent of the month for the next month. But this is not the actual scent of the month. It's the bar they put in there is Magnolia and Vanilla Woods. So that isn't coming, it's coming out in March, but it's in the new, it's the monthly edits is what it's called. Like next month will be the March edit. I'll talk about that in a little bit here. but it's going to be in that. So they're going to have the scent of the month, and then they're also going to have like 2 other bars available with the scent of the month, but they're not going to be 10% off. But that is actually a bar that's going to be in that edit, but it's not the actual scent of the month. So the March scent of the month is Clover and Blooms, but this is Magnolia and Vanilla Woods. And then we have another wax bar. It is a licensed bar, and it's from the Disney Love Stories wax collection coming out on February 9th. So you get 1 bar from that, and I believe it's called Together Forever, and it's got Mickey and Minnie Mouse on there, and it looks like it has pink wax. I don't know the notes or anything for that, but you're getting a bar of that in there as well. And then lastly, we have a Pink Berry Sandalwood Body Wash. So that's the 4 things in the whiff box for February. So it says here it's a $48 retail value, so you're getting it for $35. So that is $13. $13 you're saving for that whiff box. So that's the February whiff box available now. All right, so then also some other things they talked about in February coming out. February 9th, we have the Classic Collection. So if you remember, we had the Inspire Collection. So it's based on those 4 Warm, Enliven, Inspire, and Classic, those themes. We already have the Inspire Collection. Now we're gonna have a Classic Collection. And in the Classic Collection, we're gonna have the Indigo Ginger Jar, the Lace and Light Warmer, and the Petite Ruffle Warmer. And then we're gonna have 3 new bars: Amber and Suede, Blushing Blooms and Silk, and Cotton Blossoms and Cedar. So those are the 3 warmers and 3 bars that are gonna be in that Classic Collection on February 9th. Then also on February 9th, we're gonna have a new Disney collection. It's the Disney Love Stories Wax Collection. So there are 6 bars in this collection, and I took a screenshot of the screen when they showed it, so I'm gonna try to zoom in here to see if I can see the title. So the first one here, I think it's called My Favorite Adventure, and it's got 2 characters on here. I'm not sure who they are. One of them looks kind of familiar, but I'm not positive who those are on those characters on there. And then it has some things around the bar. It looks like it has apples and some cocoa and some floral. So those might be the notes maybe. And then we have a Wild About You bar, which has from Disney Stitch. We'll have Disney Stitch on there. It's a blue bar. And then it looks like it has lime and lemon and pineapple around it. And then another bar is the bar that's going to be in the whiff box. Together Forever. It's got Mickey and Minnie Mouse on there. It's a pink bar, and I look like I see some strawberry, maybe some white chocolate, and maybe some floral petals on there. Maybe, I'm not sure. Then we have what is this one called? It's got Nightmare Before Christmas characters on there, and I think it says Undying Love, I think is what it's called, and it's a purple bar, and it looks like around it it's got some plums and some floral. Plum and floral is all I'm seeing around that bar. Then we have a Darling Adventure, which has got Peter Pan on there. Peter Pan and Wendy's on there, and then it's a green bar, and it looks like it's got around the bar is some floral. I just see floral, maybe some green, greens on there maybe. And then lastly we have Lasso My Heart, and it's got Toy Story on there, and it's a yellow bar, and I see some apples and some florals around it, and that's all I can tell, apple and floral. So those are the 6 bars that are going to be in the Disney Love Stories Wax Collection on February 9th. Then on February 17th, we have a St. Patrick's Day bundle, but they really didn't say much about that, so I don't know anything's going to be in that or anything, so stay tuned for information on that. Then on February 23rd, we have the Disney Tiana collection, which is from the Princess and the Frog Disney movie. And in that collection, we're gonna have a Disney Tiana Scentsy Buddy, and then a Disney Tiana Work Hard Dream Big Scentsy Bar, and a scent pack. So I guess they'll have the bar. I don't know the notes or anything on that, but then the Tiana Scentsy Buddy will probably have the Work Hard Dream Big scent pack with it. And then I'm sure they'll be sold separately as well, the bar and the scent pack. So that collection comes up on the 23rd, and then also on February 23rd, we have the Easter collection. So what we know about the Easter collection, we have some warmers in the Easter collection, which I'm happy about. I feel like the scent of the month typically at the beginning of the year they'll have like a Valentine's warmer, St. Patrick's Day warmer, Easter warmers. They haven't been doing that. They've been kind of like not like holiday specific warmers, so you're just gonna have to rely on the collections for the holiday, like, you know, Valentine's and St. Patrick's and Easter collections to get those warmers for that. So the warmers for the Easter collection, we're gonna have a cotton gingham blue mini warmer, a verdant escape warmer, which I think is the like that confetti glass that they had like for the Valentine's collection. They had the one with the pink ribbons on there. This one will have, looks like carrots on there. So they've been having a lot of those warmers lately. And then they have egg Scentsy warmers. I really like those egg Scentsy warmers, at least in the picture that they showed us. I don't know how they're gonna light up, how much, they didn't have them lit up or anything, but I love warmers that light up, so, and I really like those eggs. So I'm curious to see more pictures on them and see the prices and all that stuff closer to that date, to the 23rd. Then we have some bars in the Easter collection. We have cloudberry and dandelion tea, pomegranate and poppy, and wild honeysuckle and willow. So it sounds like a lot of floral and then maybe some fruit in there as well. And then wild honeysuckle and willow is also going to be in a tulip candle. They showed a little tulip shaped candle with really cute candle. So that fragrance is going to be in a little tulip shaped candle. It's yellow. And then I think most of the bars are going to be also in, those three fragrances are going to be in bars, pods, scent circles, and then they have some fragrance flowers as well. And then we have a cleaning bundle also in the Easter collection in pink lemon water. So that is the Easter collection on the 23rd. Then also at World Tour, they gave us a little sneak peek of something coming in April. And on April 20th, we're going to have a Care Bears collection. So if you grew up in the 80s, you know about the Care Bears. So in this collection, we're going to have a Care Bears Scentsy Buddy. Looks just like the regular Care Bears that are out. We don't have prices or anything on it. We just had a picture of it. I'll insert that picture here. Hopefully you can see what it looks like. And then we're going to have a Care Bears bar, which I don't remember if they said the name of it. I think it's just Care Bears. It may be called something I'm not seeing. I don't have that written down anywhere. I don't have the notes or anything on that. It's just a Care Bears, some kind of Care Bears bar. And there'll be a scent pack as well. They can be separately or properly or with the buddy. And then we'll have two Care Bear warmers, and those are the little fuzzy warmers is what they're called. That little bitty warmer they've had in different collections, of fuzzy warmers. There's going to be a pink one and a blue one. So that is the Care Bears collection on April 20th. All right, then next I have so many things written down here, different notes everywhere, and then I'm also looking on our workstation or the news so that I don't forget anything. So I'm on the workstation now. So next up we have bundle and save improvements coming to personal website and workstation orders. So I'm just going to read here what it has on our workstation. It says these changes align with our auto bundling function. We're streamlining bundle and save discounts for body, cleaning, and laundry products to enable auto bundling on your personal website and simplify the customer shopping experience. Starting March 1st, bundle and save options will shift from specific product combinations to quantity-based discounts across product categories. The new structure applies to all PWS and workstation orders. So the new bundles we have are body. So for body, buy any 3 and you save 10% off. Cleaning, buy any 3 and save 10% off. And for laundry, buy any 4 and save 10% off. It says previously bundle and save for these products require specific combinations to receive the discounts. These previous bundles are still available, but customer messaging on your PWS in the catalog offers only the simplified options. This change gives customers more flexibility to mix and match products within a category to reach the bundle discount threshold. And then it says, note, our host rewards system supports bundles of identical products. For example, 3 hand soaps for 10% off. Please set proper expectations with your host. So yeah, and then the continuing bundles, what they had before was like a clean, you had a all-purpose cleaner, concentrate bathroom cleaner, and a Scentsy swipes. Laundry had a laundry liquid, Scentsy suds, a washer whiffs, and a dryer disc to dryer sheets. And then the body, you had a body wash, a hand cream, or hand soap. So basically now you're just going to be able to, you can get any 3 of the same one. You can get mix and match, or you can get 3 of the same one. Like for the body, if you wanted to get all 3 hand soaps, you can save 10% off. If you wanted to get 3 hand creams, you get 10% off. You can mix and match. With any of those, body, cleaning, and laundry, and within those 3, you don't have to get what I just read, that clean. You don't have to get those 3 separate items to get the 10% off. You can mix and match or get 3 of the same. Okay, and then lastly, we have the monthly edit. So introducing the monthly edit. This is what I was talking about earlier. So this is going to coincide with the warmer and scent of the month every month. We're going to have the monthly edit. So I'll read here what it says. We're refreshing the scent and warmer of the month program. The scent and warmer of the month program is leveling up. We're excited to announce the monthly edit, a curated collection of fragrance and home decor products available every month to inspire and connect customers to their signature vibe through seasonal moments and trends. You'll discover unexpected scent combos, fresh decor, and exclusive pieces that blend seamlessly into any aesthetic. I can't say that word. Aesthetic. Each drop is intentionally created to tell a story and transform your space with minimal effort and maximum style. And the types of products offered will vary each month. What to expect? Starting in March, the Scent and Warm Up program will become part of the monthly edit. Every month will have a theme that falls into one of Scentsy's decor lines. Warm, enliven, inspire, or classic. For example, the March edit theme is the garden collection. These bright, whimsical warmers and scents are part of the Enliven line. The monthly edit will always include a warmer of the month and a scent of the month, offered at 10% off. Other products will be available at full price. Take a look at the March edit and the items available. So I'll insert a picture here of the March edit. So this is all the stuff that's available in the March edit here. Here, I don't know which side this is going to be on. So I'll start with the scent and warmer of the month for March. The warmer will be the Leap and Lily warmer. So it's the green warmer with all the lily pads all around it. That is the warmer of the month for March. That will be 10% off. Regularly $55, will be $49.50 for the month of March. And then for the scent of the month for March, we're going to have the Clover and Blooms Scentsy bar. Regularly $6, it'll be $5.40. And then we'll also have the twin packs and the Clover and Blooms for $9, the room spray for $8.10, and the Scent Circle 3-pack for $9. So that is the scent of the month for March and the warmer of the month, 10% off. But then also with it, we're going to have a new Garden Whimsy warmer for $50. That's not 10% off, that's just regular price. The only thing 10% off is going to be the warmer of the month and the scent of the month. The other 2 warmers and 2 bars are going to be regular price. So the Garden Whimsy warmer is $50. The new Sunny Vines warmer is $60. The Clover and Blooms Buttercup Bell fragrance flower. They do have a fragrance flower as well. So they'll have warmers and sometimes some other things. They're going to have a fragrance flower in the Clover and Blooms scent, which I'll talk about in a second. I'm just reading the list here in order. That's $18. The notes for the Clover, well, the Clover and Blooms, that was the scent of the month. I do have the notes for the scent of the month. For March, fresh clover, green apple, and freesia. Sounds similar to some other things we've had that have been green. And then the new Magnolia and Vanilla Woods, that's the bar that's in the whiff box. That is $18 in the Buttercup Bell. Lemon, Magnolia, and Sandalwood are the notes. Oh, and the Clover and Blooms fragrance flower is $18. That's not 10% off though, even though it's the scent of the month. It's not 10% off. Just the other items that I told you about. It's kind of confusing. And then we have the new Water Lily and Verbena scent, Buttercup Bell fragrance flower for $18. The notes are Water Lily, Citron, and Verbena. And then they have a new Garden Collection Scentsy Bar 5-pack for $25. So each month they're going to have those 3 bars, the scent of the month bar and then 2 new bars. But then they're also going to add 2 other bars from the catalog and make it a 5-pack. You can get a 5-pack. So next month in March, they're going to have the Garden Collection 5-pack. Includes 1 of each of the March edit bars and the scent of the month, plus Freshwater Sage and Vanilla Rose from the catalog. So you can get all 5 of those bars for $25. So it'll be $5 each. So you get a little bit of a discount. And then, of course, you got the Magnolia and Vanilla Wood Scentsy Bar for $6 and the Water and Lily and Verbena Scentsy Bar for $6. So yeah, all that. So it's the bars. the 3 warmers, the 3 bars, and you got fragrance flowers as well. I don't know if they're gonna have fragrance flowers every month, but this, for March, the March edit they do. So they are gonna have brochures with the March edit and the scent of the month, but it's gonna be the scent of the month plus the other bars in the March edit. And also, so much information here. For consultants, scent of the month kit is changing too. They are changing it and they're gonna add brochures back in to the scent of the month. So they used to have the brochures, they took them away and they added another bar in place of the brochures, but now for the scent and warmer of the month, what you're gonna get is 1 warmer, the scent of the month warmer, you're gonna get 7 bars instead of 8, and you get 1 pod twin pack still and a pack of 72 stickers, but then you're gonna get 36 flyers. So basically they're taking a bar away and they're adding 36 flyers. So you're only gonna get 7 bars instead of 8, but then you're gonna get 36 flyers instead. We used to get 50 brochures, now we're getting 36. So still, I'm happy with that because I didn't like not having those flyers because I liked sending out samples and stuff. We were able to print them ourselves at home, but they just didn't quite look the same. I didn't think it was kind of a hassle. So now it'll be nice to have those flyers just ready to go for you, and it's going to have, like I said, it'll have scent of the month, warmer of the month, but also have all the other warmers and bars and fragrance flowers and all that stuff in the edit for each month. That'll all be included on that flyer. And then of course, if you get just the scent of the month kit, it'll have all that minus the warmer. You just won't get the warmer, but you get everything else I just mentioned. So looking on the flyer, I had already told you about the scent of the month warmer, and the other warmers, I do have information on here. The Garden Whimsy warmer for $50. Did I say the price on that? It's $50. It's 25 watt glass warmer. And the Sunny Vines is $60 for Sunny Vines warmer, and that is a 25 watt glass warmer. And I don't know if I had told you the scent of the month, or warmer of the month, Leapin' Lily, it was $49.50 at the 10% off price. It was a 25 watt ceramic warmer. So it is, there's a bulb in there, but it doesn't, I don't think it lights up though. It doesn't look like it does anyway. So I'm not sure how that lights up. Actually, there were some pictures, let me see. Okay, yeah, there's little holes on the sides of the warmer, so it'll just light up through the holes on that Leapin' Lily warmer. So just a little bit of light through those little holes, but the whole warmer itself is not gonna light up. But it is a 25 watt bulb warmer. So that is what the monthly edits are gonna be like. You're gonna have the scent of the month warmer, but then also a few other warmers and bars along with it, kind of themed together with it. You know, that warm, enliven, inspired classic, they're all gonna be somewhat themed. So if you are a lover of the enliven or bright, whimsical type of warmers, you'll be happy this month because that is what they kind of are themed after. And I've been hearing a lot of people, I feel like it's very divided. There's quite a few people that don't like some of the new warmers in the catalog. They think they're kind of bland and boring because they're more like neutral kind of colors in the warmers, and they're more like, they are like home decor pieces. Like, it reminds me of stuff you would like go like into like Home Goods or something, and you would like see warmers, or not warmers, you would see decor, but it happens to be a warmer. That's kind of what it looks like. It just looks like something you would see in like Home Goods that would be a decor piece, but it's a warmer, and it would happen to maybe light up, unless the element warmer wouldn't light up. As opposed to like some of our other warmers that we had before that were a little bit more whimsical, a little more bright colored, a little more along those lines. I feel like they're going a little more heavy towards some of that other like decor type of pieces. So I think it just kind of depends on your taste and your style, and if you're gonna like those warmers or not. I will say for me, I'm kind of neutral in the middle. You know, I don't not like them, but there's none out of all the warmers that have been out lately, including the scent of the month warmers this year, that I've been like, oh my God, I absolutely love it, I have to have it. As opposed to like, you know, like say in the Harvest collection, you have all the pumpkin warmers and all these warmers, and I want all of them, and I have to narrow down which ones I want to get because I can't get them all, but I want them all. There's none that I'm like, I just absolutely have to have that warmer. I like quite a few of them. And in the kit, if you went to World Tour and you signed up to get the kit, we are going to be getting the warmers I have listed. I'll have here a picture here of what we're getting. So the warmers we'll be getting if you got the kit for World Tour will be the Sanded Linea, and I really like that warmer. It kind of reminds me of the current February warmer of the month. It looks like it has a kind of a sanded texture. It's almost the same shape and everything, except there's no leaves or butterflies or whatever on there. It's really pretty. And I believe that's a 25 watt warmer, if I saw correctly. And then we have the Gossamer Haze. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. That's a real pretty warmer as well. It's blue, but it looks really pretty. I'm not crazy about it turned off, but turned on, it looks really, really pretty. And I believe that was a 25 or a 20 watt warmer, if I saw correctly. I wish it was 25 watt, but it's still pretty. And then lastly, we have the Lustre warmer, which looks like a little like pearlized, like pearl, what do you call that? Pearl, whatever. It looks like a pearl like opening clam pearl thing. And it's got, I think they had it said it had black around the rim, but it looks kind of like a dark gray almost. Really pretty, really pretty. That'll be element warmer. So we're getting that. And then we have 3 bars. We have the 2 new bars that are in the upcoming annual catalog, Seagrass and Sand and Saltwater and Saffron. You're getting that. And then you're also getting Wild Citrus and Sugar, which was formerly Wildflowers and what was it again? Wildflowers and Meadows or whatever it was from last year. They changed the name and made it Wild Citrus and Sugar. So it's not brand new, but they just changed the name. So that's what you're getting in the kit. So I'm excited to get those because I do like those warmers. But other than that, it just kind of depends on your taste on if you like the warmers or not. I do think they're still gonna have all kinds of different warmers throughout in different collections. So there may be other stuff you might like besides what's in the catalog, because there's gonna be all kinds of stuff coming out in different collections. Also, then a couple things while I'm thinking about it. I know I've seen quite a bit of people talk about that Cozy Vanilla fragrance in the catalog because they have it listed with all the fragrances, but then it says candle only under there. If you zoom in on that, or if you go to the catalog that's available for consultants, if you look under there, it'll have a little picture of the little candle and it says candle only by it. But the other, most everything else they had listed there was available in a bar, but then it would say also have a little icon of what it was available in, like a scent pack, a pod, a fragrance flower, whatever, or a candle. But the Cozy Vanilla just has a picture of a candle, which you would think would mean it's available in a bar and the candle, but it's not, because next to the little candle icon it just says candle only. So I guess they just, so you won't think it's available in a bar. They put that candle only because it's not available in a bar. I'm not sure why they just didn't put it in a bar, because a lot of people were really wanting that in a bar, including myself, because I had the candle and I really liked it, but it's not. It's only available in the candle, so I just wanted to put that on there because a lot of people are still confused about that, I think. And then also I've been seeing some comments, people are asking if there was any news about the bricks in Club, if they're changing that or anything, and as far as we know, they're still the same. We haven't heard anything about if they're changing the bricks that are being offered in Scentsy Club. As far as we know, they're still the same. Then we have some information about, for consultants, they are changing the PRV requirements for the month of February and March. So it used to be 200 PRV to be active, which means $200 in sales. So they changed it from 200 to 250 last year. Well, they're changing it back to 200 for the month of February and March. So it'll be easy for it to get to 200 to be active as opposed to 250. So they said it's gonna be temporary, maybe. So I guess if maybe a lot more people are active, they might change it back to 200. We'll have to wait and see. And then also the monthly sales award bonus. Before, if you would reach $2,000, 2,000 PRV, you would get a monthly sales bonus of 5%. You get 5% more commission. So then they changed it to 2,500 from 2,000 last year. So now they're dropping it back down to 2,000, which that really helps us. The 250 PRV, we usually didn't have troubles reaching that, so that didn't affect us as much as the bonus did, because sometimes we would get to 2,000, so we get that extra 5% bonus on our commission, but we wouldn't always get to 2,500. That's a little bit of a more stretch to get up to 2,500. So I'm happy they did that, because then it won't be as hard to get to 2,500 as it would be to 2,000. I mean, that's still, a lot of work to get to 2,000, but, not as much as the 2,500. But sales have been kind of low lately because of things going on, and I don't know. We haven't even got close to 2,000 last couple of months, but hopefully things will start picking back up now that more stuff's coming out. So hopefully they change that back, because I think a lot of people have been struggling kind of get up there with those PRV requirements and the monthly sales bonus. So that is currently temporary from February, March, and then they'll decide later if they're going to change it back or not. Okay, I think that is it. I just looked over all my notes. I'm pretty sure that was everything that for February news, everything they went over. It's world tour that you need to know, things for consultants, newer collections, all that kind of stuff. And of course, once we get more information from each collection, we'll update you and let you know anything else going on. So the new catalog is out for us to look at for consultants. So I may do a separate video, kind of just a catalog walkthrough, kind of showing you all those different, you know, warmers and everything like that. I was gonna add that on here, but this video is gonna be way too long to do that. I figured it was gonna be long, but I just didn't know how long it is, but it's gonna be about an hour. I think this video is gonna be super long, just so much stuff, and I just can't make a short video to save my life. It seems like I just can't. So I'll probably just maybe add some pictures on the end here of different warmers and things from the catalog, so just so you can get an idea of what's coming, just some pictures and stuff. And then, like I said, I might do a catalog walkthrough later, and I'll kind of go over things in the catalog and talk about the names of the warmers and different things like that, what I think of them and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for all of that. All right, so lots of things to think about, lots of stuff. My head's kind of spinning. I think everybody's head's spinning right now. Comment below, what do you think about this stuff? Hang in there, guys. I think it might be okay. Hopefully, if you're not a fan of some of the new warmers and everything, they'll have other different kind of warmers that might be a little bit more your style. So just hold tight. I think there might be more to come. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in our next video. Bye.
So strange, names and shapes all starts to change.